Holy fire, holy water, holy money, only money, only money, only money. We are woody fire.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I wanna talk to you about a little something.
Yeah, this is my palace. Champagne in my chalice. I got it all.
I think I mentioned that I recently traveled to Nigeria, and what a wow. My experience in Nigeria has been it's been shocking. It's been a shock to the system in this 21st century. And there are just certain things that I encountered while I was in Nigeria that I was really shocked about, because I felt as though we're past that. I know a lot of people say that Nigeria is a misogynistic society. Yes, this is something that is common with the older generation, and this is something that, you know, they probably accepted in their own time, but we, the young people, have kind of we're slowly making a change to that, you know. What I'm here to talk about is like what I experienced. So first of all, when I was in Abuja, I wanted to go out with my cousin for drinks. So we ended up in this place called the something barn in Usetu, which is like it's a bit like going out in central London. It was kind of full because obviously it's a bar. So, you know, we went to the bar, we got ourselves a drink. And the reason why I'm emphasizing this is because in Nigeria, it's very commonplace for men to be expected to be the ones to foot a bill. But we were two ladies who were out, and we just wanted to have a good time. So we got our own drink. We weren't looking for who our eyes will catch that will buy us a drink. We got our own drink. So we're sitting there sipping our drink, and obviously, you know, there's people who want to talk to you, who want to give you compliments. Who am I but a vessel of the Lord? You can't compliment me, I'll say thank you, that's not my business, you know. It was this particular guy who felt he needed to take it upon himself to really be like, who you here with? Nobody. Why are there two women out by themselves? For there to be two women out by themselves, he felt like there was something not quite right. It meant that we were either looking for someone or looking for something. And how the whole night ended up was basically us outside telling him, no thank you, I don't want to give you my number, I'm not interested in getting to know you. And he took offense to that. For him, it was like, how can me, a man ask you for your number, ask you for something, and you're telling me no? That you have something between your legs doesn't make you better than any woman. It doesn't mean that you can exert control over her thoughts or her decisions. And the fact that in Nigeria it's almost seen as abnormal for women to go out without an escort. Like, what are we doing? What time are we living in? Another thing I experienced was that there's a lot of body shaming that goes on. The way people go about it in Nigeria is a lot more direct, and it's almost like bullying. It's active shaming, because they feel like if they shame you or they instill that fear or that discomfort in you, you're able to conform to whatever social norms they have. So in Nigeria, me wearing a top that is in this way revealing and going to, say, the market, or just going to kind of like a populated area, like, you know, you get comments like, hey, then they do a shower for a market now. Like, what does that mean? Hey, If it's like this you want to be, you for just come naked. Why are you even bothering to wear anything? Just come and be naked. Modesty, yeah, modesty is a good thing. If you're a woman who you believe in a more modest way of dressing, fine, that's amazing. If you're also someone who's very comfortable with yourself and maybe the way you dress is a form of self-expression, fine. I don't think that anyone should actively be shaming you. And you know what's worse is that it was more the men who were shaming. There were grown men who would open their mouth to be saying these things, calling these things out to women. And like, you know, I had this discussion and someone said to me, like, you know, as a woman you really have to dress the way you want to be addressed. You know, if you want this kind of guy to look at you, you need to dress in this kind of way. And I think that's a wrong way of thinking about it, because what makes you think that I'm dressing to attract somebody? You know, what if I'm just dressing because that's what I like, that's what fits me? So there's this thing they say as well, like, oh, you don't want to tempt men, you don't want them feeling like, look at that girl. They'll be imagining things, they'll just be undressing you with their eyes. What's my business? As in, why must I cartel my expressiveness? Why must I dress like Sister Angela because you are a lustful entity? Even if I decide to go out in a full nun's habit, you and your lustful, wayward and begotten mind, you will still be undressing me there. You'll still be envisioning contours and you'll still be sinning in your mind. Why must I be responsible for the devil that's inside you? Please give me an answer to that. The final one, I was just like, it have do. It have really do. You know, the time I went, a lot of my friends were obviously working, so it's not everyone that had my time. And I'm not going to now, because I'm waiting for you to finish work or you're at work, I will no longer eat, like, or I will not enjoy my time there. I'm on holiday, I want to go out and eat. So I went to a restaurant by myself. As the waiter was taking my order, this other waitress came over and she was just like, oh, order whatever drink you like on the menu, it's been taken care of. There's a gentleman who wants to pay for your drink. I said, no thank you, I'm not interested. I went to the toilet, I came back, she was like, look, the drink is taken care of, your meal is going to be taken care of. I'm like, are you telling me or are you asking me? Like, I just don't understand. The backstory is that there was a gentleman who was in the restaurant who said to her, I will give you 5k. That's big money in Nigeria. I can't even begin to convert it for you now. But like, I'll give you 5,000 naira if you can ensure that this girl gives me her number. And it's not even like it's one fine gentleman that you can say, oh, Ada, what's wrong with you? He could be potential husband. No, I'm talking about someone's grandfather, someone's dad. Like, thank you. No. Like, this is what I'm saying in Nigeria. There's just this misogynistic culture where men just feel like it's like, I want, I get. There's nothing like she can say no, she may feel this. The only time when you are off limits or you have the ability to say no is that if you're married. Therefore, you already belong to another man. So because of him, they will stay away. But so long as you're not married, you are free to be claimed for the fact that you have left your house unaccompanied by another man. Like, it blows my mind. And at that point, I had ordered issue, and the fight I was fighting with my issue, I really just needed that table to myself so that I can arrange my dignity well. You understand? This other man comes from nowhere. I don't know whether he jumped from the ocean or they dropped him from helicopter. Somehow just appeared at my table and was just like pressing phone. I just saw you sitting by yourself, and I just feel like a woman shouldn't be sitting by themselves, so I'll come to sit with you. Pardon? Did I send you a message? Like, this is just me giving you more examples of the level of backwardness that I experienced. It's not something that I thought would still be happening in Nigeria, and certainly not Lagos. Like, yeah, there are parts of Nigeria where like that kind of new way of thinking has not yet penetrated, but in Lagos, on the island, somewhere that there are loads of young people, loads, like people who have access to information, who are kind of, their eyes have been opened, and for them to still have this backwards way of thinking, and sometimes they cover it up by saying this is Lagos, it's just where you meet new people. Did I ask to meet you? I was just shocked. I was shocked that this was still happening, and I wanted to call it out. Like, there's no point in keeping quiet and being like, oh yeah, this is Nigeria, this is something that happens all the time, we're just so used to it. No, it's not right. Don't brush me off as, oh, this Western girl, when you go back to London, practice what you practice. No, because at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong, and such things are wrong. You know, we talk about feminism and we talk about equality, and it's more than just a conversation. It's about actually putting those things into practice. There's so many Nigerian men who are like, yeah, you know, I believe in equal rights for women. Okay, but then like when it comes to your action, you don't actually implement that. That woman that you're talking to like that or treating like that is somebody's sister. It's going to be somebody's mother. It's going to be somebody's wife. And at the end of the day, you wouldn't want anyone to speak to your wife like that, your sister like that, your mother like that. Thank you very much, guys, for listening to my rant. I just wanted to share my story and just really and just say rah, like, you people are doing too much. It's not okay. It's not okay. And I'm gonna keep calling you out, Barry. It's not okay. No. So guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share my video, and like, talk to me about your experiences. Have you ever experienced something like this before? Whether it's in Nigeria or even here, I want to hear your story. Share your story with me and just let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you feel like I'm being too sensitive about it? Let me know. I'm open to hearing what you have to say. Take care. See you soon.